quest for the Green Beret Club in Sakon Nakhon. Okay, we're ticking right along, and I'm starting here on the road coming from Udon, where you would have turned left to go to NKP. We're going to continue straight. Now, most of the ship obviously wasn't there back then, but I'm just trying to give you guys a feel for this 5 kilometers or so to the road where you would turn right, where now there's a big gate. But anyhow, you see it. Okay, now most of this stuff on the left is all military out here. You know, I'm not even sure, and I'm going to have to check if the airport or the airstrip was here back then in any way, shape, or form. And okay, when I'm on here, I call this the frontage road, and next to it's the road going in to town. Now, we still haven't gotten to the airport yet, but this is military stuff that's along the way. There's a military hospital out here that might have been here. I don't know how long ago they put in a golf course, but it's been there a long time. Anyhow, coming up, not quite yet, on the left will be the airport. You'll see just after the airport or the airstrip, you'll see a water tower on the left, which sort of marks the east end of the airport strip, like all of them around here runs north to south. So whatever it was back in the day, it ain't the same now. But getting closer to town, there's a couple old sections there that you guys might remember as you get close to town, get close to where we thought the club might have been, and stuff like that. Okay, along here now is probably, if I'm not mistaken, the airport or the airstrip to the left. You can see in the back here to the left, in the distance, the water tower I was talking about. And if you're looking on a big screen, you'll be able to read these signs. So if you can watch this, like if you got a flat screen TV that you can watch this shit on, you're going to see some of the signs, more military stuff, the big entrance to the camp right there. Okay, we continue putzing along, and most of this stuff was probably nothing. Now, up ahead a ways, there's a couple government buildings that have been there for a long time. And I mean, I don't know how long, a long time, they're talking about. But anyhow, I mean, back in the day, you might have even been able to see, some of the lake or towards the lake back to the left. Now, some of this, couple old things in here, not a whole lot. I mean, all of this shit, is relatively new. Now, coming up ahead, there's this big truck carrying dirt is going to turn in, and right there's a big Catholic school. Now, I don't know if it was there back in the day, and this was government shit off to the left here. Okay, back in the day, if there was a Catholic school there or not. There's been Catholics in the area for a long time. As a matter of fact, this is Thailand is an archdiocese, and it has one of the biggest Catholic populations in Isan. I don't know about Thailand. But anyhow, okay, we down along here. This probably was all just fucking empty shit. Even though you'll see coming up, it's hard for me because I'm looking at this, it's on a small screen. So I can't really tell. Okay, these are some old buildings here. Up in here, some places, a road that turns left and goes to the lake, and actually the west side of the lake and out in there. But anyhow, there are a few, hopefully you can see this on a bigger screen when it goes by, and you'll spot, the old wood buildings are, the ones that've been around for a while. Anyhow, and it is the same crap everywhere. Moving along. Here soon we'll be coming up to this Catholic school. This is slower than I usually drive this. I know that's hard to believe, but okay, you can see, or can you? No, you can't quite see it on the left yet. But we're coming up behind this, not this truck. Or maybe it is that truck again. But yeah, that was it turning in. There's a big Catholic school back there. If you look on Google Earth, or even Google Maps, you'll see it. And we're tanking along here, and not too far. There's a little lake here, government kind of thing, that might have been there back in the day. We're only about, I'm not sure if we're even a click out looking at this right now from where the right turn is going south. It goes through town, and that might have been a way to go out to Camp Rumchitchai. I'm not really for sure what was what back in the day. But it goes into town, and it goes where all the government offices have been, always have been, for a long time. Okay, we're going to be coming up here. You'll see on the right a big, huge gate, or a big, huge concrete wannabe gate, or the town gate, as it's called now. And that's where the right-hand turn is. And then directly behind that now is a great, big, huge school. Now, I'm sure that school wasn't that big back then. But, and then immediately beyond that is the prison. Now, according to the people I've talked to, the prison was there back in the day. Now, you might not have known or noticed there was a prison if you were just driving by it. So you're going to see, okay, on the right there, you see the gate. Okay, that's the town gate, turn right if you're going towards the 809th or whatever. Now, continuing here on the right, this is school. And then, okay, we're going to go here. And you'll see the wall, the prison wall on the right. And that's just why we thought it was. Now, if you're looking here, I mean, on the left, some of these government buildings been there forever. Some of them are new. Now, when you get in here, it's government shit. Now, one place I've been thinking that it might be, because you still got government shit here, but you're getting closer to the police station up here. And one of the guys mentioned something about a cop that came in, Thai cop that used to come in. And if you turn right, have we passed it already? Or we're getting to it. It might be right there. Yeah, it is that one we just passed, which I think is Sukasem. And there's some old buildings there. Anyhow, I'm trying to check it out. Okay, we're going along. Now, these are all schools on the left, and these are buildings. But what I wanted to do was take you down to where the road makes a 90-degree turn to the right. This is empty fields and more empty fields. Now, we're coming up at the bend in this road on the left is a bunch of government shit, which would have been there back in the day. What else coming up? Okay, this is empty field, school and crap on the left. And as we go along, Jesus, I didn't know I could drive this slow. But anyhow, coming up on the right, these are police barracks, and the police station is just down to the right. Now, these big things probably weren't there back in the day, but these old wooden ones coming up, some we just passed, you might have seen just there, and some of them here coming up on the right could well have been there back in the day. And on the left is the water plant that you might remember, or it might not, or it might not have been there then, but I think it was back there. See, these are all old wooden. Some of them are wooden. Anyhow, I can't see. Okay, we're coming up on this traffic light that I doubt was a traffic light. If you turn right, it takes you to the police barracks and back towards Udon. If you turn to the left, there's a lake and a park back in there. Some people say it was there back in the day. Most people don't know. If you ask two Thais, you get 4 different answers. But this is an old section of town, and we're going to continue down it because it goes to a walk you might recognize. And all I'm trying to do with all this talking and shit is trying to find out where the place was, because to me, it's, is of much importance as any of these other places. And Thais don't really, Larry and I were searching for Camp Ken. See, this is all a lot of old stuff here. And we thought we were there, and this Thai guy is telling us all about it and everything else and what was here and what was there. And turns out it wasn't even the place. But somebody had told him it was the place, and he thought it was the place. Anyhow, some of these old buildings here have been there for a long time, especially back into the 70s, and didn't burn down. Now, what we're coming up to, this Pratat Chong Chum, on the left, back then I think had a wall along here, but that big top thing was there, and they hadn't tarred it up back then. But anyhow, tap stat and search for the Green Beret Club or Special Forces Club or whatever it's called. So if anybody's got any information or any ideas, feel free to pop me an email or contact me on Facebook. Y'all take care. Bye.